45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Beavers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game where you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball, he ran the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hankerson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got a man. It's Card. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Walker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Punt is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. So Oregon's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He finds a dead spot in the middle, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Moore to the air. Working the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Hughes.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the tailback. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The give on the inside. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hankerson. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of... Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. He's in open space downfield. And And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moore will throw. Discards him with the stiff arm. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Using the quick game. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that. Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency rate.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Clemens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target over the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Moore to the air. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Clemens. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Clemens. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, the running back has it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
The Beavers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. And
there he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Leaves it with the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got it behind the line. It's Hankerson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That slices the lead to 2.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Try to get it to the edge. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Bryant. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Hughes. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gives it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Murphy. Hauls it in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. Wide open spaces. At the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Looking for a gap. It's Hankerson. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To the air, it's Murphy. Rushes on him. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The kick is on its way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He's got the tight end. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? This time on target. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks are on the move. Power football with the run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Finds a tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankerson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.